Good evening from Pigeon Forge. It's Ryan and I'm on my way home, and Brie said, "Have you seen Dollywood?" And I said, "No, what's going on?" And she sent me some pictures. And so I'm pulling in here to the parking lot to see if I can get a better look of how bad it is. Let's see what's going on up here. Some emergency vehicles over to the left of the parking lot. Let me see if we're going to be able to even get into Dollywood or not. Nobody's at the booth. Let's see where we can get into. So they've got this road blocked off here. So you can see some of the water over to the left of this main road to get into the parking lot. You've got some Pigeon Forge fire rescue units blocking off the road over here. You can see all the debris over here to the right. It eroded the road over here. Just so much hard rain coming down all at once. I'm gonna walk around these bushes over here by the water. There's a little bridge. Let me give you a closer look over here. We're on the other side, and you can see there's tons of water under this bridge, and it's just flowing off the parking lot over here. You can see lots of trees. It was just a massive flash flood that hit Pigeon Forge. It sounds like, talking to the guys that work here, I'm not going to be able to get into the park, which is what I was hoping to do, but let me see if I can walk a little bit over here. From the main entrance, you have this bridge we were just at. You can see lots of water over here, and it's just flowing off the other bank. There's some cars that look like they're stuck at the moment. The fire department and Pigeon Forge police are out here assisting people. Sounds like they are indeed closing down the park for tonight. So you can see just a massive amount of water on this part of the parking lot. As you come over here, you can see just a big old tree that came rushing through when it was really strong. Since they're only letting people out of the parking lot, I'm not going to be able to get into Dollywood. But again, you see this little hole down to the right here. You can see how strong it was at one point. We had such a large amount of rain coming in all at once. It's just created a little bit of a hole here on the side. They're going to have to repair right where the drain of all the water is coming out. Since I can't get you into Dollywood, let me show you a couple of videos that some people have shared of what it was like earlier. Starting with Madison Henson shared this photo. Let me zoom in a little bit. I just want to point out back here, you can see some people. It's down at their feet, the water level, but some of these people decided to go through this deeper section, which was almost up to their waist. Shared some other photos of the parking lot with some much deeper water at this point in the day. You see this white car is pretty good underwater. Hopefully it didn't have any significant damage. And you can see lots of water on this little entranceway up to the front of the park here. And inside our Dollywood group, there were a number of people sharing some photos. You can see Trisha Humphrey shared some of these photos. There's that hole that developed near the bridge that we were just standing by over here to the right. And you can see some people crossing out to the sidewalk over on this side. You can see this was a much shallower area versus that one photo where the people were down waist deep. So you could cross here and walk around was another option. And just some more photos around the parking lot. Let me zoom in on this one. So again, I think people were crossing in that waist deep water over here, but this is just where we were just a moment ago in this area. I'm going to actually go back to this in just a second. Here's another photo that was shared out of the parking lot a little bit earlier. Let me show you this video that was shared out by Sophie. Let me play this one for you. Let's see, in front of Aunt Granny's. So hopefully the store is not significantly damaged. It looks like it's mainly on the floor. Hopefully too much merchandise wasn't ruined. Here's the next video that she shared. This is under the Market Square food area. And she's going to walk around over to where you get funnel cakes. But look how deep the water is here. It's incredible. Here's another video that she shared. Here's a photo that she shared of the store right across from Aunt Granny's, and somebody said, hey, why didn't you evacuate earlier, or did it all just gush in all of a sudden? Sophie replied, it was all of a sudden. This was like an hour before this picture was taken. It's not raining. You can see some blue skies, and within an hour, I mean, it just was a massive amount of water that just came down hard on Pigeon Forge. A lot right in the area of Dollywood. Here's another video shared by Sarah Myers from the Country Fair area. Let me play this one. Here's another video posted by Casey Cruz. Let's watch this one real quick. Which the caption posted with the video says, most fun we've had at Dollywood in years. So good perspective, you know, take a bad circumstance, rainy, wet shoes, and see the good in it. So good on you, Casey. Here's another video shared by Gilbert Hill. This is in the area of the park where they typically have a tunnel with all sorts of lights. That's where you'd be walking through right here. Let's play this one. You can see just the massive amount of water going down that little walkway area, again, where that lighted tunnel typically is in Dollywood. Here's another one posted by Bailey Berry. You can see just the massive amount of water flowing through right on this corner of Aunt Granny's. Wow. I mean, it's just, it all came. And as she posted, her or somebody else just said like an hour before it was dry, no rain. I mean, it just was a massive amount coming in. Sophie also posted this video catching one of the Dollywood hosts with a broom trying to push some of the water, and posted A for effort, honestly. So you can see this guy over here trying to push around the water. So A for effort. Somebody get that man some cinnamon bread or something. And Dollywood recently posted this park update not long ago. Said that a strong thunderstorm caused flash flooding at Dollywood. With the assistance of Pigeon Forge PD and the fire department, park personnel directed guests to safety during the storm. At this time, one minor injury has been reported. Hopefully that person is okay. Dollywood is supporting guests whose vehicles were affected by this weather event, and cleanup crews have been deployed. The park is currently scheduled to open at noon on Monday, July 29th, tomorrow. Park officials will continue to assess conditions and will update us accordingly. But now that we've checked out these videos, let's head back to Dollywood and work our way over to the old mill. So I'm walking along the side of the road of the parking lot, and this area is just completely flooded over in this corner. You can see a few cars left. Most people are working their way out as they've closed down Dollywood for the night. It's about 8 o'clock, and they would normally keep Dollywood open until 10 o'clock is when the park was supposed to close. Let's walk past the Pigeon Forge Fire Rescue vehicles. And up here near the front entrance, you can see they have a raft on top of their rescue vehicle. Thankfully, it did let up enough that it wasn't so bad. They're needing to utilize that raft or other rescue devices. There's a number of parking lot hosts that are out helping people, directing them in the right direction on how to exit the park at this moment. So we're right next to the entrance to Dollywood with the big Dollywood sign. You can see lots of debris down here as there was just massive water flowing right down in my direction here. And there's still a good amount of water, but there was a lot more earlier. Again, here's a look at what it looks like right now. So let's go for a quick drive down the road over to the old mill and see what that's looking like right now. So I just pulled up to the old mill and Patriot Park. Over to the right, you can see the water level up against the building is not as high as I've seen it before, so I wouldn't say that it's extremely high water at this moment. It's definitely very murky and strong at the moment. You can see lots of people waiting to get into the old mill right now. That looks like Dollywood's fireworks off in the distance. I wonder if they're just firing them off on purpose or somebody accidentally hit a button and said, whoops. So I couldn't make it into Dollywood, but it looks like a little bit of Dollywood's coming to us from the old mill with the fireworks off in the distance. So from the old mill, I've made it over here to the spur, the road between Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. It is open at the moment, but I have seen this closed down many times when there's flash flooding. Sometimes the side will kind of run into the road. So I could head into Gatlinburg, but I think I'm just gonna head home. We're losing daylight and go spend some time with Brie and the kids. But I hope this video serves as a good reminder, if you do get a flash flood warning, to take it serious, that we can get massive amount of water very quickly here in the Smokies. But feel free to share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.